time to catch a rock from rolling. On we go. Hello dear, what are we doing today?
We're fixing our steps.
Our steps? What's
Yes.
wrong with our steps?
So we went to leave a campground a couple campgrounds ago, and the steps wouldn't retract. They're automatic retracting steps. Fold up another thing.
The Kwikee steps.
Kwikee steps that are now owned by Lippert. So
they wouldn't retract, so we couldn't leave the campsite.
no. And we couldn't figure out what it was, so we had someone from the campsite that came out and helped us. And what he did, there was a pin, this is called the clevis, with a cotter pin that holds a little bracket and a bar in place. So he literally smashed the heck of this out. He used a hammer to try and get it out. And since then, we've not been able to get it back in. Until we saw a video from Giles, G-I-L-E-S, across America. Check out his video that talks about easiest way to do this. And what you need to do is drop the motor, because that allows the gears to spin freely, and then you can take this out. Nowhere does it say anywhere anything about that, nor does Lippert talk about it, nor did Lippert put anything out on their site. Terrible design. I agree with Larry, downsizing makes sense, that Lippert sucks. So anyway, what we're going to do is go down there. There's 3 bolts. I'll take the camera with me as we go underneath. 10mm, take it out, drop the motor, spin free. I don't know why I can't say that. Spin freely, and then we should be able to get this back in. So when we left the campground, the guy that took the pin out put some baling wire in there. So that's, I'll show you that underneath.
And thank goodness it held for a couple of weeks, but now the baling wires come undone, so we have to do something else.
Baling wire snapped. So now we're going to try and get the cotter pin, not the cotter pin, the clevis pin back in, and see what happens. So stand by while I get under the rig. Okay, so here's the mechanism. This swings and the steps come in. Here's the motor with the 3 bolts, 10mm bolts. But this is the piece that's not working. So what I'm gonna do is take out this wire we have wrapped around here, holding it in. Which luckily we had that. See if I can somehow mount the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I need more than one hand. Alright, let's see if that works. Hold on. And yes, Michael's the one that found the video from that guy. So we pretty much saved the day. Okay. No. Can't even tell. The thing went off, so I can't tell if it's recording, but alright. Okay. So wire's out. So as you can see, this piece has a little hole through it, and then these, so what it's supposed to do is slide through there, and then the pin goes through, you put the cotter on the end. But you cannot get this because there's so much tension on there, you can't get it right without dropping this first. We're just utterly stupid. So I'm going to try and take the motor out. So let me see if I can do this. Hopefully. There's the bolts right here. You should be able to see what I'm doing. There's also a piece in the motor that I hear, a bar for the gears. You want to make sure that doesn't drop out too, or that it all stays together. Get your 3 bolts out, and then you're supposed to finagle this motor. There's a screw in there too? 2 screws?
3.
3 screws? 1, 2, 2 screws. I guess that's holding that in there too, so stand by. Alright, I stand corrected. You just had to wiggle a little bit. Alright, so you can see there's the motor. Now this thing should be able to freely spin. And I wanted to use this little thing to put the motor on, so just let it hang maybe. Ugh. Let the motor hang. Get my cotter pin.
I got the stairs.
Alright. This thing. Let go, honey. Thank you. Look at that. Piece of cake. When it goes in right. And put the little pin in. Now let me put it down. So, see how that works? So that should be all it is. Now, to somehow get this back in the right way. Get the gears. All right.
Going back in?
I think so. Let's try that. Try that. You wanted a thing of the motor. I didn't get it.
That's fine.
There's some part numbers under here. I can.
Yeah, we'll get a picture of that. Finish this job first.
And then tighten them up. I don't want to over tighten them. Just tight enough. Oh, so that should be it. Now, if I have Michael test it, so let me get out of the way of the steps. So,
ready for a test?
Yep, I should be able to.
You're out of the way?
I'm out of the way.
Alright,
The light came on. See how they fold up?
Ready to come out?
I see Michael's feet down there. It goes back. So, that pin should stay in there. So key thing, take this out, 3 bolts, very easy, 10mm bolts. Drop it down. When you drop it down, make sure that pin that's in the gears doesn't come out. And if you ever order, I heard, if you ever order a new motor of this, if the whole thing goes out, keep that little gear shift, because apparently it doesn't come with this. Another stupid thing by Lippert. So anyway, yeah, if you are struggling with trying to get this back in through with the motor in, you will sit here for hours. The guy who took it out sat there with a hammer and banged it. All you have to do is drop the motor, allows the gears in there to spin freely, And then that goes in. Piece of cake. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, there we go.
Good job, dear.
Thank you. Truly 15-minute job. The only time it says it's a 15-minute job, that's after you've tried to bang the pin for over an hour over several days.
We did this in one take, so anybody
Done.
can do it.
Yay.
Well done, dear.
Bye, guys.
Till next time.